Today on the channel, we're riding in style with the Lucha Lowrider and Rey Mysterio from Mattel.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel unboxing and review. And today, we got something entirely different. We got the Lucha Lowrider with Rey Mysterio. But for all your WWE needs, make sure you hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And these currently hitting Target stores. That's where I found this at. Went to my local Target. There he was sitting on the shelf. And I said, oh, you got me again, Target. I'm going to pick this one up. And I believe we first saw this back in 2023. Now here we are about a year later, finally out on the shelves, starting to hit stores right now. And pretty cool, all things considered. Of course, it was WrestleMania 39. I was in the house for that one. Rey Mysterio did come out in this Lucha Lowrider. Of course, missing the Snoop Dogg action figure. Would have been nice to have Snoop to go along with this. And Rey Mysterio didn't quite wear this gear either. He was in his Great Muta-inspired gear. However, we'll be able to right that wrong in the future, as that is an upcoming Ultimate Edition, as we do know, once again, from the WWE and Mattel. But we do get this version here. A lot of people, myself included, I see a lowrider like this, I kind of think of Eddie Guerrero. That's what I think of. Him and Chavo coming out back in the day, different lowrider every town. You could use this for Eddie, but theoretically, or technically more like it, this is for Rey Mysterio from WrestleMania 39. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Well, let's get the Lucha Lowrider out. And I actually had a guy. I was at Taco Bell, of all places. Oh, Taco Bell. Some of the greatest Mexican food you could ever eat. I did get a Crunch Wrap Supreme is what I was dabbling in on this occasion, for those keeping track at home. And I was pulling my Jeep out. I just got it from the shop. Oh, long-time viewers of the channel know all about that. But just got it out of the shop and said, I'm going to spoil myself with some Taco Bell, I guess. My wife was there, too. And this guy came out. He's like, you got hydraulics on your Jeep Wrangler? And I was like, no, I don't. It just kind of settles a little bit. I got a lift kit, sway, all that kind of stuff. And he thought I had hydraulics on there. I said, do I look like a guy that could pull off hydraulics? Come on, what are we doing here? Long story short, but hydraulics on this one for sure. You got the red convertible looking good, WWE logo. There he is, Mr. 619 right there, looking very good. Lucha Bro, I almost started Lucha Bros. What are we doing? Not yet, not yet. Coming soon. Rey Mysterio, Lucha Lowrider. 6 and up, Mark Summers. You know what to do on this one. Strapped in pretty tight here, launching hydraulic action. Try me. Yeah, you try me too, buddy. WWE right there. There's Rey I was talking about. That's what he was in when this happened at WrestleMania 39. Got a little Mysterio logo on the side over here. Then on the back, we got all kinds of stuff. It almost looks like the Wreckin', but I don't see any Wreckin' on here anywhere. But you can see what's going on there. Of course, Roman Reigns got a crutch. You got Dominic Mysterio. A lot of shenanigans around this convertible, no doubt about it here. Press bumper for hydraulic action. That does come with a crutch and a baseball bat and Rey Mysterio. Tilt, lean, and ride into the main event. Okay, we'll do that. Jibber jabber at the bottom. Nobody cares about that. But I guess I should probably take this offline. There's a lot of twist ties, a lot of stuff going on. So I'm going to get the Lucha Lowrider out of the package, and we'll be low riding in style in a second. All right, let's get down to business with the Lucha Lowrider. Now, it does come with instructions, and really, at the end of the day, who needs instructions? I'm a full-grown adult. I don't need these childish instructions. See you later, goodbye. That's what my wife always says. I always say, let's just not throw away those instructions just in case. But I just did. We'll figure it out. We always do. It's not too hard. It's a kid toy at the end of the day. But we're going to start with the Rey Mysterio action figure, work our way into the Lowrider, and we'll look at the accessories first. We do get a silver baseball bat, looking very interesting. Maybe you keep this in the trunk of the car there. You can have Tony D and Stacks. Maybe they're using this. They're using this vehicle and they have this in the back and they're going to have to whack somebody. You could do that, of course. But a silver baseball bat going on. And then a silverish gray crutch as well. So 2 weapons of mass destruction. You do get those. So a little bonus with the Lucha Lowrider and Rey Mysterio. Some weapons. But then we get down to Rey Mysterio. an interesting Rey. Of course, we've had a million Rey Mysterio figures. I guess this is as street gear as it gets for Rey Mysterio. You got the silver chain around the necklace here. Black mask going on, a very old Rey head sculpt from back in the day. You got yellow, red, you got some black going on. He's got the contacts in his eyes. Looks like he's been touching the devil's lettuce once again because his eyes look a little sleepy or a little bit out there, that's for sure. But it's Rey Mysterio, no mistake in that. Black shirt, long sleeve shirt over the top. It says Lucha Legend 2002 to 2022 is what it looks like to me. Greatest mask of all time. There it is. I like La Parka's mask myself, but I understand what they're going for there. Two gripping hands here. You got the tattoos on the hands looking nice. Gray sweatpants down below into the black shoes here. So Rey looking very ready for the streets. I guess this is Rey. He's going to Costco on Sunday, going to get some groceries. That's what we got going on with this one here. But the arms do go around for us. You do get single jointed elbows back and forth. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist articulation. Oh, look at that. He's got that new main event articulation there. Looking very good. Leg goes up. Single jointed knee. Ankles back and forth. That's all we get from that. So the usual brand new-ish main event articulation with this Rey Mysterio. Should fit on a ringside collectible stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Old Rey Mysterio ready to wreck. And maybe not so much. Hopefully he doesn't crash this. But we're going to roll in style with the Lucha Lowrider here. Really built for Rey Mysterio once again. For WrestleMania 39 out there in California, of course. But it is a red convertible, looking very nice. And of course, with this one, you can use it with other toy lines if you want to. You want to put this with your Marvel Legends. You want to put it with your Star Wars, have Lando Calrissian riding in style. You can do that too, of course. Could use this for Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, whoever you want to use for. But it's nice to get a scaled vehicle of this side. Now, many of people have been using that Bratz convertible. You guys have probably seen that if you've been around social media. A lot of people using that for a lowrider. Well, now they can push that to the side in a little bit cheaper price point. But I guess that Bratz thing went to pretty deep clearance, just like this will in like a year, I'm sure. But this is official WWE Mattel to go with WWE Mattel figures, so a lot of people are going to be excited for this one, as you can imagine. Starting up here at the top here, you get the windshield. The windshield is removable if you wanted to for whatever reason, but a nice clear windshield going on right there. Get the big hood, get the big back. It's just a big old school car is what this is. Cars just aren't made like this anymore, as we do know. Hydraulics being left outside of it, just cars like this. Big cars with the big hoods and the big trunks. You just don't see it anymore. You get the gold rear bumper. You get the gold front bumper. You get the gold wheels with the white walls going on. Of course, we showed how these do roll. They do roll very nice. No problems there. Interior, you get the grayish, whitish seating in here. Same thing with the steering wheel to match. Love the attention to detail with the cup holders. Two of them in the back there. You got the front dash, all kinds of buttons and things like that going on. You even got floor mats in there that say Lowrider, which is pretty cool. Now, if you're an artist, you're a customizer, you could really fancy this up with some extra details. Obviously, this is a kid's toy, so it's pretty limited in that aspect. But you could throw some extra paint on this and really make this pretty nice, that's for sure. Now, you do get the Rey Mysterio logo on the side, and that is painted on. So I can see some people maybe scratching this off, removing this here to make this more just normal, not Rey Mysterio'd out. It looks kind of funny if you got Eddie driving to this with the Rey logos, or you're having Marvel Legend Kingpin and his crew in here or something. Doesn't make a lot of sense. So you could remove that if you really wanted to, and I'm sure a few people will. You get the lights in the back. Low 619 is the license plate on this one, front and back. You got the WWE logo on the bumper, looking very nice. Now, of course, this is the Lucha Lowrider, so to make this thing with the hydraulics, you push this back bumper like so. I guess I'll do it over here. Get it the old, there it is, pops up the back, hit the front bumper, pops it right up like that. So you can be really rolling in style like Kyle in his Jeep is what you can be doing if you want to. But it does lift up like this. Looks a little bit goofy to me. Obviously not my thing. I'm not part of the hydraulics culture, of course. No matter what that guy at Taco Bell does say to me. But it is interesting. You can have the front up, back up, both up. Choose your own hydraulic adventure, though, at the end of the day. But of course, you know, you have Snoop Dogg driving this thing and it's bouncing back and forth. You got Rey Mysterio just loving the party right there. You can do that if you want. Of course, you do get the front. There we go. Raise it back up. Now, we do get the hood. There we go. You push down on the hood right here, pops this going. So we're going to take Rey off the stand. You do got a peg hole on the back of the trunk here. And we're going to put Rey in full diving position, of course. He is going to take a header. We're going to have him flying. We're going to see what happens right here. And here it goes. Are we ready for Rey to take a launch? 1, 2, buckle my shoe, bam! Oh, Rey, hard times for old Rey Mysterio right there. But I believe, there it goes, it pops right up there, and you can see inside you got some spot for some subs in here. You can also, of course, store some of these weapons back here, which is nice extra storage. Nobody against a little extra storage. I thought this hood came up, but apparently it does not. It does not. So the hood does not come up. The trunk is the only thing that does come up. I'm going to put this back down. But it does look good for what it is. And, of course, Rey can ride in style. I'm going to put Rey in the passenger seat because I think a lot of people will, myself included, possibly. We'll see. Grab the Ultimate Eddie Guerrero. You stick him in the driver's seat, and that feels a little bit more like WWE Lowriders with Eddie Guerrero. Of course, in a Lowrider with Rey Mysterio logos on it. Yeah, you can't ride it. But it does look really good with Eddie in here. Does feel something special, something right about that. And these two riding in style together. Somebody put Chavo in the back seat. I should grab Chavo. I think he's right behind me. Throw him in the back seat. We can just have a Lucha Lowrider party right here. But pretty cool. Was it worth the about year and a half wait, it seems like, at this point? Not sure about that, but it's something different, something out there, something for the kids, something for the figure photographers. There's a lot of different people that this one will touch that people would want, and that's pretty cool if you ask me. And for what it is, $40, a little expensive. I could see a Target sale coming up where they got 10% off all toys, or spend $100, get $20 off. That might be the time to swoop in and get one of these kind of things. Of course, like usual, I'm holding on to my receipt just in case something like that comes aboard here in the next couple of weeks. But that's something that you might want to look at doing possibly in the future. But like the looks of this one, there's no doubt about it. It's cool for what it is. It's something different, and a lot of people asking for play sets and things. This fits the mold for that. So pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see what's next. You know, we've had the ambulance, we've had the ATVs, we had the break-in Corvette or whatever, convertible. Now we get this one here. What could we see in the future? Could we get back to some play sets like we used to have from those Kmart exclusive backstage brawls, things like that? Be interested to see what happens in the future there. But as far as things go right now, not a bad piece of business here. If you need this for your display, if you're a Rey Mysterio fan, you gotta have this in your collection. No doubt about it. So there it is, the old Lucha Lowrider with Rey Mysterio figure. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments below. What are you going to use this with? Let me know as well on that. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Always helps the channel when you give it the old thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up my book, The Complete Guide to the WWE Jakks Classic Superstars series, over there at Barnes & Noble and Amazon. And don't forget to hit me up on social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and the Lucha Lowrider, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.